All right, here we go. So far in the year, one game under 500. I feel absolutely great. Not good, not sort of good, not kind of good, not pretty good. Great about my Blazin' 5 this week. Let's go.
Hot dang.
Let's blaze it up.
Hope you can take the heat.
It's Colin's Blazin' 5. Blazin' 5 in the herd. Browns at Chargers.
Absolutely love Cleveland +8. First of all, they're off an embarrassing loss. You know my theory off embarrassing losses. Teams rarely get embarrassed back-to-back. The Chargers have all sorts of injuries on their offensive line and secondary. And by the way, Phillip Rivers is not overly mobile, so there's so much he can do behind a very depleted offensive line. The other thing I like, San Diego, and we've seen this since 2004, has made the playoffs 4 times and get off to a 1-2 start. San Diego's never good in September and early October. They're just not. Here's the other thing I like. The Chargers have yet to lead. One of only 2 teams in the league. They've yet to lead in the first 3 quarters. So they're always perennially a slow starting team. This year, they're a slow starting team in games, giving Cleveland potentially a lead late in this game. And the Browns are the most improved team in the NFL this year situationally on third down. Believe it or not. I think it's a Cleveland team playing off an embarrassing loss, a beat-up San Diego team. I'm going to take the 8 points all day long. In fact, I'll go Browns with an upset, 27-26.
Jaguars at Colts.
I'll take the Jags +10. First of all, Andrew Luck is beat up, sparingly used at practice. The other thing is defensively, the Colts are in trouble as well. Secondary issues. They've given up 27 points a game, and that's to Tyrod Taylor and Ryan Fitzpatrick. The Jaguars, meanwhile, are getting several top players back. They're getting a starting corner, a starting safety back. Defensive end Andre Branch is coming back. Left tackle Luke Jokel is coming back. And again, the Jags come off a humiliating loss to New England. Jags can play. They beat Miami this year. Blake Bortles, believe it or not, has the most touchdown passes through the first 3 games all time in the history of that franchise, and a lot of his incompletions have been dropped. Take the points. The Colts are always good against their own division, but 10 here for a beat-up, mangled Indianapolis team, a beat-up quarterback, and the Jags, off a humiliating loss, are getting healthy finally. Colts 30, Jags 27. I'll take the points.
Texans at Falcons.
Come on, let's not over-evaluate Atlanta. Ooh, they beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys aren't very good right now. Houston's getting 6.5. The Falcons are improved, but they're not a team that I'm going to lay 6.5 points with. The Texans are a more physical team and could be getting Arian Foster back. Ryan Mallett has been sacked only 4 times in 193 dropbacks. So they're giving this kid some time to throw. And Atlanta's not great against the pass. And like San Diego, the Falcons have been outscored 65-55 in the first 3 quarters of games this season. They've dominated mistake-prone teams late. Houston's not going to make a ton of mistakes here. Atlanta's a better team. They're not 6.5 points better. 27-24. I'll take the 6.5. Houston loses but covers.
Giants at Bills.
The only favorite I'm taking this week. Folks, Buffalo's for real. Okay, they outscored New England 19-3 in the 4th. New England's destroying people. Yeah, the Giants have extra rest time, but they've been a terrible road team for the last 2 years. At the last 21 road games for the Giants, they're 6-15. That's it, 6-15. Rex Ryan has overhauled the Bills' offense, and they have been terrific this year situationally in the red zone, where the Bills have cashed in on their red zone trips, converting 5 of 6 opportunities into touchdowns. Meanwhile, the talented Giants have been lousy in the red zone. 11 opportunities and only 3 touchdowns. And the Bills have been a tremendous 4th quarter team. The Giants have surrendered the most points in the NFL in the 4th quarter. This is my one favorite I like. swallow the points. I think the Bills have the best, most complete roster in the NFL. I've been on them all year, and I'm going to take them to win here 31-23. Swallow the points.
Raiders at Bears.
I know the Bears aren't very good, but I'm taking Chicago in 3. The Raiders on the road come back to Oakland. Now they have to go back to the Midwest for another early start time. This is a very young Raider team without a ton of depth. The Bears got humiliated against Seattle. Okay, a lot of people get humiliated by Seattle. The Raiders' defense has given up almost 420 yards per game. Yes, Chicago's lost, but look at who they've lost to. Green Bay. Could be the best team in the league. Arizona could be the best team in the league. Seattle on the road, one of the better teams. This is Oakland at home. Okay, and I like Derek Carr. But don't go crazy because Derek Carr was good against the Browns. Derek Carr in 2 games against the Browns is completing 63% of his throws, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 321 yards, 2 games over 300 yards. In his other 17 games, he completes 58% of his throws. He's got 23 TDs and 13 picks. And he's 4-13. Okay? So he has lit the Browns up twice. Let's not go crazy on the Raiders yet. Jay Cutler still could play. I am going to take the points and Chicago to win narrowly. 23-21. So I'm taking a lot of dogs. You can play against me on foxsports.com/Blazin5. My only favorite, Buffalo. And I really do believe Buffalo has the best roster in the National Football League. And Tyrod Taylor is good enough to get you to the playoffs. I don't know if he will. He's good enough. He's not going to carry anywhere. He's not Andrew Luck. He's not Aaron. He's not Tom. But he's okay.